Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my backyard. Today we are going to take out the Traxxas Hoss and the Traxxas Maxx. I've had my Maxx now guys for quite a while and I haven't driven it yet. I do have the wide Maxx kit sitting downstairs just waiting to be installed. I just got to basically get around to doing it. It is one of the newer versions with the half shafts and all that kind of stuff, or the updated half shafts, so I'm going to do that soon. But today we're just going to run the Maxx stock the way it is. The only thing I've done is installed the hot racing battery strap just so I could fit one of my larger forest packs in it. But I've also decided, guys, today to give the Traxxas Hoss a chance. You know, I feel like I don't want to say I wrote this truck off too quick or anything like that, but I started watching videos after I kind of was driving mine, and there were some people doing some pretty crazy things with them. So I thought, you know what, let's get this truck out again and we'll run it. I've got the GPS also installed on the Maxx so I can get a few speed runs out of it. Before I head out, guys, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bind the Hoss and the Maxx to a single TQI. It's taking a little bit of time. As you can see, it's still going on the iPad. You can see the green light on my TQI still flashing. There's my Avengers mug because it's first thing in the morning, so I'm still drinking coffee. But I'm going to get this done so that I'm able to go into the settings through the Traxxas app and actually adjust a few things. I just want to show you guys quickly what I mean. So kind of doing this in real time here. As you adjust the trim, for example, so this would be the stability control on the radio, you can see here in the app that it's also adjusting. So you can do this on the iPad. You could literally put your finger on it and swipe it back and forth and adjust all that, or you can do it on the radio. For me, my big thing right now is going to be adjusting the braking. I want to bring back my braking a little bit. On most of my trucks, especially my hobby wings, I'm usually down around 50%. So this I'm going to start around, I think around, we'll do 75, see how that works, and hope that I can just kind of handle the truck a little bit better in the air. All right, guys, so we made it out here at my usual spot. What we're going to do is we're going to get the body on and we're going to take this truck for a couple of quick rips up and down the street. All right, guys, we got the truck back on the tailgate and I hit, hopefully you guys can see, 52 miles an hour. I did try to use the Traxxas app also. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, guys, I'm going to be going over some of that, some of the stuff with the TQI. And I was kind of hoping just to kind of compare the two, but for some reason my app was still in kilometers an hour. And since the majority of you guys are from the US and use miles an hour, I thought I would just keep it in miles an hour. And I just didn't feel like doing the conversion and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to figure that out, and then the next time I come out, I'll be able to do the app as well as the GPS and be able to get an idea of speed. What I'm going to do now though, guys, is I'm going to get the ramp out, and I'm just, again guys, just like some of the last videos I've been doing, just have some fun with the truck. Alright guys, I went back to tailgate. I thought I would grab the Hoss and give it a run. And this is the second time today this has happened to me. So, as I mentioned earlier, I was playing with my TQI radio and doing all my setups and all that kind of fun stuff. And when I left the house, I had both trucks in here. When I was at home, at one point I had lost, I think it was the Maxx. Now I'm out here, I just got finished running the Maxx for a bit. I went to use the Hoss, and the Hoss is no longer in here. So I've got to rebind it. I really hope that that is not the case every time, because this, you know, I'm not, guys, an RTR radio guy by any means, but I was kind of like, oh, starting to see some of the features of this radio, starting to see what you can do in this app, and I was thinking, hey, maybe that's kind of cool. But if the app keeps losing my models, that's not very cool. So we're good to go. And, you know, as I probably already mentioned, guys, earlier on in the video, taking out the Hoss, you know, I'm not going to be as crazy. I'm not going to try to, you know, just get the biggest air possible. I'm just going to have some kind of fun with it. And I guess, you know, treat it like a 10th scale Traxxas monster truck. And for most of you, except for the fanboys, most of you will understand what I just said there. That was close. Alright guys, I'm back home, and that run did not go as expected. I expected to drive the Maxx for 90% of it and not really do much with the Hoss, but instead I found myself, as soon as I got behind the Hoss, I actually wanted to drive it more. I really struggled today with the Maxx. I'm assuming it came across on video. I had a hard time jumping it. Every single time I would land, besides from a horrible landing, I think I flipped it probably every second time when I would turn it around to come back to me. And you know what's funny is I got behind the Hoss today, and the Hoss was an absolute blast. I was running a lighter lipo. I've got the different servo in it now. But you know what? The Hoss, guys, was actually fun today. I don't know how else to put it. And you know what? I could honestly talk, guys, forever about today and about driving the Hoss this time around. But I'm going to sum it up like this, and I've given this some thought. Imagine it's 10 years ago, or 7 or 8 years ago, whatever, and you're buying a Slash 4x4, or you're buying a Stampede. There's not as much out there as there is right now. The Hoss is what you wish those trucks were back then. It was fun today. It didn't break, guys. Both trucks came back in one piece. It didn't break today, and it's really, really torquey. It could be faster. I'm going to be swapping out some pinions soon and trying to do some stuff with that, but you know what? I'm just going to leave you guys with that. I hope it makes sense, because I did enjoy the Hoss today. I had some fun with the truck. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe.